mean, we've never really heard, oh, it's the St. Louis sound, or you get that from, the Pacific Northwest or the Mississippi, the Gulf, the coast, the Delta. You get that geographic sound, but for some reason, whether it's the Bottle Rockets or whether it's Sunvolt or whether it's, Wilco or whether it's prior to that, Uncle Tupelo, there is a geographic connection with those core alt country benchmarks. Is there something about the people or the place there?
I think it's the place, you know, it's upstream from Memphis and down the road from Chicago, and Kansas City is about the same distance away, and Nashville is about the same distance away. So it's kind of right in the middle there. So it's not too hard to, of sorts, and it's pretty easy to find music, like whatever you like, you can go find it. I can't discount the FM rock radio stations around here, which there one was pretty nationally groundbreaking. The KC95, like they were one of the first FM rock radio stations, and they pretty much did their own thing up until probably the late 90s, or I'm sorry, late 80s, mid 80s, late 80s. I mean, it was a pretty independent programming, or I should say fairly independent. I mean, it got homogenous in the after, I forget what it was in like 96. It was in the Clinton administration. They sort of, what the hell was that thing called?
Deregulation.
Well, yeah. But it was interesting until about then. There's also another really great one around here called WMRY. And they were over in Illinois, over on the Illinois side. That was an interesting one. That was an FM rock radio station where you could hear like Ian Dury and the Blockheads and like deep cut Bob Welch, Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
Roxy Music. That was a fun radio station while it lasted.
Yeah, I bet that did have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think it did. And then there's the punk rock thing has always been persistent and small but mighty, and I think especially for Jay and Jeff, punk rock was a big, was a big thing. For a while, the A public radio station around there, they used to have really great music programming. And I remember they had a really great music program called Pipeline that, you could, that was like the new wave stuff at the time. And then you could hear like Flipper and Black Flag and, Psychedelic Furs. And
nice.
That was a really cool music program. It used to be cooler. It's still around, but KWMU used to be a lot more fun than they are now.
Excellent.